welcome back, everyone. Our next guest won first place at the Kentucky Art Market for his artwork, and he's here to show us his best pieces.
Welcome to the show, Jason Thompson. Thanks for joining us, Jason.
Thanks for having me.
It's very cool to have you here. So you have a lot of great art pieces
really do.
here. It's amazing. I love all of it. Tell me when you discovered your passion for art.
So believe it or not, I've only been painting and doing art for about 2.5, 3 years.
No way.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I've always been an artist in my right. I was a dancer. Went to school for theater.
Okay.
I sing. So I was always in the arts, but at a time of adversity in my life, you know, things were just weighing very heavy, and I just got down on my knees and I prayed and I asked the Lord. I said, what do you want me to do? Yeah. And he said, you need some color in your life.
And so here's
So
the art.
I grabbed some markers and some crayons and I began doodling, and then that kind of started turning into images. So
I mean, but you had to have known that you've had this artistic ability your whole life, or I mean, did you nurture it through art classes in high school and never really thought too much about it? How did that work? I mean, that's amazing.
I loved art class. My father, back in the 70s, was an artist.
Yeah.
He did portraits and things like that. And then, you know, he got into corporate America.
As a lot of artists do
Yeah,
sometimes.
so I guess it was there.
Yeah.
I just never really put any focus on it. And then it kind of just came, and then I grabbed it by the horns, and here we are.
Yeah. Well, you know, your style is so unique, and I
you.
fell in love with it actually down at the
Field
in Maine. They had an art exhibit there, and I came across your piece, the one with the giraffe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was so unique and so cool. I loved it. And you know, it's very unique. Where did you come up with that unique style that you have? Because you encompass more than just, it's more than just drawing and
Yes.
coloring. It's more than that.
Yes. So as the skill developed, I noticed when I actually started working with paints, I started in watercolor, and then I actually went to acrylic, which I liked a lot better. Yeah. Because of the texture of it all. You can just keep applying, and it would just get thicker, and you see all these different textures. And then I met someone, a friend of mine, and she started giving me fabrics. She was like, I'm not using any of this stuff. You might want to use this for a project. And I'm like, I'm a hoarder. And then all of a sudden I started adhering it onto canvases. And then I started using gold leafing. I started doing embossing. I'm constantly, every time I create something, I look at it and I'm like, I see something that I can do next time.
That's amazing.
So I just love texture. Yeah.
So you were a part of the Kentucky Art Market from a Woodland Christian Church, and you received some recognition. Tell us about that.
It was a wonderful experience. It was my first time doing that. That was a very big event. The church, Woodland Christian Church, they were so gracious. They took care of all of the artists that were there. Yeah. There were 70 of us, I believe. And they kind of kept a secret that they were doing a competition, which I didn't know about. Maybe some others did. And I was working with a client. A customer had come into my booth and was about to buy an art print from me. And then Dan Neal Barnes, who ran the art market, came in with the executives from Field and Maine. Yeah. And I was like, did I do something wrong? Am I in trouble? and then they presented me with the first place ribbon for booth. But they also told me that it wasn't just about the artwork. It was the way that I interacted with the customers. I believe that art is for everybody, and I love to tell stories. All my art pieces have stories. I'm a storyteller. And I want you to kind of find yourself within the art. So
that's amazing. And what can people expect next coming from you?
Daufrey Studios is on the move. So now that we're on TV, I'll say I actually quit my job about 4 weeks ago.
Did you really?
To pursue art full time.
Okay. Took the leap.
Yes, I took the leap. It is my ministry. I'm very excited to see what God is going to be doing in this next year. But what's coming next is, as you can see on the table, we have Daufrey Apparel that is coming. The website hopefully will be ready this week. Nice. For people to be able to place T-shirt orders. T-shirt orders are already coming in. I'm super excited about. We have greeting cards.
That is awesome.
Yes.
That is really awesome. And thank you so much for coming in. I know you're on the move, and
yes.
I see great things happening for you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us on your Labor Day. Have a great one.